Hi, this is Poulomi. I am a human resource professional. However, my career did not start as a human resource professional. I started off with housekeeping and later on moved into learning and development, and then further moved on to human resource. In fact, my journey to human resource was more handheld by my general manager, who felt that I would be a great resource as a human resource head for that particular hotel. And Lebuan, New Delhi was the first hotel where I started my career as a head of HR, as a director of human resources in that hotel. And trust you me, from operations to learning and development to human resource, it has been a great journey spanning for over 20 years now. Hey, I don't look as old as I say. Even though some time back I mentioned it's a journey of 20 years, but it's not really 20 years, it's more than that. It's 1996 when I stepped into IHM Kolkata to start this professional course in hotel management. That's the beginning of the journey, I would say. From the girl in a salwar kameez with two ponytails and a plait, from that to today, I think it's a huge change that I have undergone. It's almost like a cocoon to a butterfly that I have emerged with my wings today after so many years. And that naive small town girl transforming into a powerful, strong leader today, I think that's a huge change that I have had. You'll be all very shocked to know, I think in the second year of my management training program at the OCLD, it was really difficult. I was at the Mumbai hotels, and life was not easy at all to travel all the way from Malad to the Nariman point every day, starting at around 5:30 in the morning and then finishing work really late. And there was a point in time when I really wanted to give up my career. Today, if I have to think back, what a fool I was. Yes, I was a fool, and I'm happy that I was perseverant enough at that point of time not to have left this industry and continue doing what I loved the most and what I was most passionate about. I'll share a small story here. When I started my career in my early days at Taj, I still remember there was an instance when we had to perfect ourselves with 20 rooms. Only then we could start being the supervisor on job. It was a HOMT program that I was into, and it was made very clear that you have to give us 20 perfect rooms to be able to wear the sari to become a supervisor, which was a very big thing then. So while making room, one of my room attendants, we used to be initially put with room attendants. So one of my room attendants very clearly said, okay, आप तो थोड़ी दिन में मैडम बनोगे, तो आप एक काम कर लो, थोड़ा हेल्प कर दो मुझे. I said, हाँ जी, बोलिए क्या help. So he told me that go and get those glasses cleaned and go to the pantry, get these glasses cleaned and washed and come back. So I came back, so I could see that the room was all in a mess. There was a super cleaning going on in that room. So I told, कहाँ रखूँ? So he said, मेरे सर पे रखो. And so naive I was and so irritated also I was probably at that point of time. I said, आइए मैं आपके सर पे रख देती हूँ. Today when I look back, those 23 years I would say of journey from where I had started being, molded by my seniors to finally the industry. It's a long journey, and whatever said and done, I think I cherish every minute of it. Hi, talking about the changes that we could bring into this industry, I think the first thing that begins is with the academics and the industry. I think the interface needs to work a little more better, because right now what is being taught to the students in the industry to what they come and actually do in the hotels, there is a lot of change. And one day, if given a chance, if there could be some strong programs that could be developed for the teachers, for the professors in this particular institutions, I think that would be a great initiative. Of course, I am aware that now a lot of institutes, including the IHMs, they send their professors abroad, they send them to different hotels for different training programs, but I think there needs to be a little more structure that can be added to the entire course and the design. The second change is, we all talk a lot about technology and how can this particular industry be tweaked with our the technology, but then we talk about it, but I think we need to do a lot of more work and train our people and make them understand that how can technology be used better, not in the sense that you throw people out and get technology, but how can you make people much more productive with the use of technology. Recently I was at a conference and I was in a panel discussing about what are the future trends in our industry, and I think that's one thing that came up, and there were questions that were being shot to me that being an industry veteran, do you see any training that is being given to the next generation for adopting themselves with the new technology? Well, I think out of the 5 of us who were sitting across the panel, there was hardly any response that could come. And that's where we need to use technology much more. For example, you use a training app, or you use how can you do a better check-in with technology. I'm not saying that you take away the warmth that hospitality has to offer, never that, but at the same time make the best use of technology and make people, make our guests feel much more alienated than what they are at this point of time. The first one being perseverance. You just have to be patient enough to see what's happening in your life. You just can't be, wanting a change, wanting a move every 5 months for just a rupees 500 or 1000. You just can't be moving. Second mantra is hard work. There is no shortcut to success. Whichever industry you go to, there is nothing as compared to hard work. Smart work, yes, to an extent, you need to mix it, but this is more like your insurances that you do, the long-term investments and the short-term investment, your hard work, and that's more of it's a long-term investment that you do. For a short-term, smart work is good enough. I wouldn't say no to it. The third most important thing is being passionate about what you do. If you are not passionate, you will not reach your goal forever. Trust me, you might have those shortcuts here and there, you do what you want to do, but then if you really want to achieve what you want to achieve, you have to be passionate. That reminds me of this movie in particular, which was 3 Idiots, right? If you do not have a passion, trust me, without passion you just cannot move ahead in life. Lastly, thank you so very much, Encovate, for giving me this chance and hearing me out as in what I wanted to say and leave a message for everyone listening to me. Thank you so much, and best of luck, Encovate.